This is a GPS-enabled smartphone. If you don't have one now, you will in a couple years. Pure Taxi is a free mobile app you can download, and what this is basically going to do is commercialize carpooling. It's going to connect drivers and riders based on where they are, where they're going, and what time they need to be there. This is going to deliver a taxi service at a lower cost than traditional taxi services, but also benefit the environment. The idea is we're going to be selling the excess capacity in your car to people that need also a ride. The features we're going to be combining already exist. The social networking things you find on Facebook, the rating and feedback systems you find on Amazon, the GPS and mapping systems you find in Google Maps or Google Latitude, and payment messaging and other systems that are already on the shelf. Let's talk about the market. The taxi cab market in the United States is $5 billion, growing at 8% a year. Gas prices growing at 8% a year, 15% last year alone. The demand is huge. The service is obvious. This is going to be a huge return. Thank you.
So just to make sure I understand how it works, so is this, so your tagline is Airbnb for cars, right? But how do you, is it like is it like someone's going to come pick up my car? Like how does someone get my car?
Sure. Well, no, it's not. It doesn't quite work like that. Let's say, for example, I live on UT campus. I'm going downtown. I'm a driver. I'm going to put in that I will be going downtown at this time. I have 2 extra seats in my car. On the other side, the rider's going to say,
someone's
I
just
need
going
to
ride
go
along
downtown
with me.
I need a ride.
Got it.
So they can get that ride for.
That's why it's a taxi, not a car sharing.
Got it.
Okay, so then next thing is then, have you looked into regulatory stuff? Because I think cabs are highly regulated. Like you're not allowed to just be a cab. Like
that is what we will be using the legal funds for.
Good answer.
I am very sure that there is a loophole that will make this possible. If we can't use physical money to be exchanged, we can look at things like a point system or gift card, other types of non-monetary benefits to incentivize the riders and the drivers.
Yeah.
How are you monetizing?
Yeah, that was my question.
How are you going to monetize?
Oh, great question. So we're going to charge a commission based on fares that are actually completed. So say we get a slice of 1% of that $5 billion market, that's $50 million. If we take 10% commission on that, that's $5 million a year in cash.
How much research have you done into driver habits? Because knowing what I know about drivers in this country as well, in terms of, selfishness or sort of just, not really wanting to share their car kind of thing. How much research have you done into that sort of psychology
Absolutely.
of the driver?
That's a great question, and the key here is creating incentives. So carpool services already exist, and people would probably be more likely to offer that service up, give up that privacy if they were incentivized. So if I'm short on, if I need $5 for gas, I'm much more likely to give someone a ride, especially, if I have a rating system that would say they are a trusted driver or rider.
Okay.
Thanks, Ben. Our final finalist is Brandon LeBlanc. Brandon?
Why are you going to fewer movies? Why has it lost its luster? The ticket prices keep jacking up, so do concessions. You got talkers, texters, and 30 minutes of ads. Why bother when your home theater has surround sound, comfier seats, and often a better picture? The only advantages left for the local cinema are that parents need to escape their kids and teens are still embarrassed by their parents. It's even worse if you're the theater operator. The ticket prices are jacking up revenues, but not for you, it's for the studios. You're about maxed out on what you can charge for a popcorn and a Coke, and the ads you keep selling are starting to drive away your customers. You're desperately trying to fill your space with church services and corporate meetings. The technology, the venue, and the revenue has to change. Digital is already well underway in the theater business. With an array of high-definition screens surrounded by retail restaurant space and live entertainment, you change the revenue model. HD Drive-In uses modern technology to reimagine the outdoor theater and recreate the magic of the cinema golden age.
Talk a little bit. You have to get the screen, the stage, the HD sound. It sounds like your startup costs are really high.
Yeah, it's going to be more similar to retail space development. It's going to have Screens similar to there's two major companies, Daktronics and Mitsubishi, that produce the outdoor screens for stadiums and those type of events. So there are going to be high startup costs on that side, but you smooth out your revenue model from the existing kind of volatility in the movies with the retail space, which is already being done in other captive venues like airports and sports arenas.
Do you have a background in retail property development?
No, but I have someone I'm working with in my MBA program who has done that in the past, and it continues to do that now, retail development and retail space for rental.
Do you have a location in mind for the first one?
Well, my original location is quickly being eaten up. It was at the old Austin Bergstrom surrounding the existing tower still. Other sites in Austin would be near where the F1 track is going to be going in that direction, which will be another high growth area for entertainment and retail. And you could easily theme it to go along with the track and things like that. So that each theater would have a different theme in different cities to give it kind of a local feel. And you would use local restaurants that are already popular, so you kind of build that in.
You covered it.
Fiercely note taking.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
The screens are your biggest outlay for sure. They start in millions, obviously,
What's
per screen.
the whole package? What's
That
the price tag?
haven't developed yet. I need to find out exactly the size of space you're talking about to be able to have the vehicles in there, and then also have the ring of restaurants that surround the entire theater.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks.
All right, let's give all of our finalists